Okay, this is Margaret Westbrook and she's on the committee of Friends of Longford Park. How did the allotment come about?
It's a little bit of a long story. Basically, I helped set up Friends of Longford Park over 10 years ago. It was in the late 90s, really, when the park was badly neglected, really. And we realised we wanted to do something to change the whole place. And we've spent some time actually beginning to do different things in the park and encouraging the council to actually improve it. And over the years it is suddenly it's beginning to get better. And as I began to investigate the history of the park, I discovered a lot that I didn't know about the person who used to have the estate there. It was an old estate. A person who was actually the first multimillionaire in Manchester, called John Rylands, used to live there, and he had 30 massive greenhouses and used to grow pineapples in his kitchen garden. And really, latterly, it gave me really an inspiration to try and do something similar, to try and revive something that had happened in that area. And our park officer as well was very keen that we might do something in relation to growing food. And so a couple of us from Friends Committee decided that we'd have a go. And it took us a while really to virtually talk about it, to find out more about growing food and growing food for a community in a community way, because we didn't want to have individual allotments, we wanted to do something as a community. And after lots of getting to know the community, sending information out, dropping leaflets and having information sessions, taking ideas from the community, we started up, and very small initially, and more people joined us, so that now we've got a little steering group who run our community allotment, and we started planting in December last year.
So how successful has the allotment been this year?
In lots of senses, it's been a real success. It's been hard work, and there haven't been many of us, but it's growing like the produce. And we've been very lucky that we've been able to use a space that was already dug out a little. We've not attempted too much, but we have stretched ourselves a bit, and we've got little bits of funding that we've been able to use to start to develop the fruit section, and we're growing vegetables in the other parts. And we've taken some time. Our allotments around the bowling greens, and the bowlers have been there for years on their own little patch, and we've made friends with them, so that's been really nice too.
And what plans have you got for the next year, or for the future?
Well, we've got lots of hopes and dreams. We would definitely like to develop things like gardening clubs in the area, so people can exchange ideas, and to encourage people to just live more sustainably and grow food locally, much more. We want to involve more people in the community. There are already some retired people who have begun to come on a regular basis, and one or two more families with children who are beginning to find out about us, so that's great. And we want to also try and include more young people who are keen to get to know more about gardening, and particularly kids who perhaps might not be the sort who would join anything, those who might be on the edge of becoming those who might come along and ruin things actually, and we want to get involved with them too, so that we make sure that we involve everybody in the community. We've got ideas like having possibly bees, certainly some new greenhouses where we can actually plant our seeds and bring things on earlier in the year. we want the garden also to look really good for next year, because next year's a special year. We're celebrating our centenary. It's 100 years since our park opened to the public. The people of Stretford voted to pay an extra 2p, old 2p mind you, but they voted to pay an extra 2p on the rates in order to buy the park for people and for us for the future. And we're going to celebrate that in a big way with a weekend in May next year, and we want the garden to look splendid for that. So we've lots of ideas, and we're looking forward to a great future with more and more people involved.